Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the January 23rd Planning Board meeting. Just to remind everyone, this meeting is live streamed, so if we could ask our visitors to please turn your phones off or to vibrate and not speak during the proceeding, it would help. And for those of us on the board, if you can remember to use your microphone, and when you're finished, you have to turn your microphone off, because the camera tracks to whoever's microphone is on. So if we don't turn it off, it stays on you while somebody else is speaking. Okay. In the spirit of reconciliation, we acknowledge that the land upon which we gather is unceded Mi'kmaq territory. Epequit, Prince Edward Island, Mi'kmaqui is covered by the historic treaties of peace and friendship. We pay our respects to the Indigenous Mi'kmaq people who have occupied this island for over 12,000 years, past, present, and future. Okay, can I have an approval of the agenda, please? Moved by Cameron. Released in October 1973 in the UK and in May 1974 in the US. Okay, moved by Cameron, second? Second. By John? Okay, all in favor of that? Aye. All right. Disclosure of conflict of interest. Does anybody have any conflicts with the issues we're discussing this evening? Seeing none, we'll move on. Okay, we have two sets of minutes to approve. So I'm assuming they were sent out. I'm assuming everybody had a chance to read them. I need a motion for the adoption of the November 18th, 2024 Planning Board minutes. So moved. It's moved by John, seconded by Sean. Anybody have any comments, issues, corrections for those minutes? Seeing none, we have approval. Can I have an approval, please? Okay. All right. That's carried. We need a motion for the adoption of the November 28th 2024 Planning Board meeting minutes. Louis and Yvette. Okay, again, any comments, corrections, those minutes? Okay, all in favor? All right. Great. All right, we've had nobody that registered to speak tonight, so we'll move on to item number 6, which is a development permit. Okay. The application concerns the erection of a single unit dwelling with an attached garage and a 516 square foot accessory apartment above the garage, located at 19 Wood Islands Road, Montague, PID 194654. The key planning issues associated with this proposal are considered to be the official plan policies concerning housing development and compliance with the development bylaw. The single unit is a 3-bedroom, 2-story house with an attached garage. The accessory apartment features a single bedroom, kitchen, and bathroom. The single unit dwelling will fit in with the character along Wood Islands Road. The property is zoned high density residential R3. This section of Wood Islands Road features majority 2-story single unit dwellings, and it will fit in with the surrounding properties. The proposal is recommended for approval subject to permit conditions, which include 12-month expiry, revisions, silt control, utility connections, and approved plans. And so the special permit use application meets the Three Rivers bylaw requirements for a single unit dwelling to be located on PID 194654. Single unit dwelling exists on this road currently and will contribute greatly to the town of Three Rivers housing options. The single unit dwelling should blend in with the existing buildings in the area and not pose a risk to the landscape of the community. The accessory apartment located above the garage will also contribute to the housing needs of Three Rivers while blending into the existing development with minimal impact. The Planning Board recommends to Mayor and Council to approve the special use permit for a 1,122 square foot single unit dwelling with an attached 612 square feet garage with a 512 square foot accessory apartment above the garage located at 19 Wood Islands Road, Montague, PID 194654. Condition 1, the permit is valid for 12 months from date of issue. 2, any proposed changes or revisions to the approved plans must be submitted to the development officer for approval. 3, prior to construction and prior to the establishment of a lawn, silt controls in the form of numerous straw bale filters shall be in the drainage routes. 4, the applicant is responsible for the cost of all connections to the town's utilities, water and sewer. And condition 5, the following constitutes the approved plans. The development permit application form received January 7th, 2024. Elevation and floor plans dated October 22nd, 2024. Drainage plan and site plan dated December 18th, 2024. Could I have a motion to put this on the floor? Cameron?
So moved.
And a second? And Angela? Okay, discussion. Go ahead, Cameron.
Just wondering, how big is this R3 zone in that area?
The size in that area probably takes in about half a dozen to more houses.
Like, is that going towards the church or away from the church? Do you have?
Yeah, so it's broken up by the church because the church will be zone community.
Sean,
I'm just wondering,
microphone?
I'm just wondering if we have any restrictions on the size of garages in relation to the actual structure of the house. The concern is, of course, always that if you've got and as in this case, an 1,100 square foot house and a 600 square foot garage, that maybe you can get 2 cars in there, but it sort of opens it up to the possibility of an in-home business, fixing cars, doing, some type of business when the garage is maybe not, in this case, disproportionate, but a fairly large garage compared to the size of the house. Any thoughts on that?
So the Three Rivers bylaws doesn't restrict how big of a personal garage you can have. Our bylaws do restrict how much of your garage you can use for business purposes.
Sean, can you turn your mic on? Anybody else have any comments? So the reason this is coming before planning board is because it's a single-family dwelling in an R3, right? That's the, okay. Nothing further, ready to vote and move this on to council? Okay, all in favor? Okay. Great. Next item on the agenda is adjournment. Have a motion for adjournment. By John, second by Sean. All right, thank you very much, everybody.